Like it's been so long since I've
It's
seen people. I
not
ain't
that you've
never
seen
seen
people.
people. I ain't never seen people. So
We a freaking mess, y'all.
all
But
the
what's up,
time.
y'all? We are college educated women, period. We are
Period.
done. We are
I'm
done.
done
Well,
with the first semester. It whooped my
yeah.
ass a little bit. I fought back. It was a fair fight. It was a fair fight.
I feel like this class that okay, so today's the last day of my concepts of wellness class. Honestly, I ain't even gonna hold you. It was so much terminology, but I mean, I got up out of it, just fine, just fine, just fine. Then I even emailed my professor this morning and told her Merry Christmas and I hope that she has a great New Year and all that good stuff. Because honestly, I feel like I was like, oh my god, I keep taking all these easy classes. Like these courses are so easy, and this one was my first one where I felt like I really had a challenge, but I got through, I got through. I did that. Period, period. And now I'm off to the 20th, technically. I got one more class, but I already did that last assignment. So,
I don't know when we start school back. Is it the? I need to look and see. But I
yeah.
know I have music, I have philosophy, and I have intro to is it fiction? Intro to fiction, nonfiction,
hmm
one of them. So that's gonna be exciting.
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, that'll be an exciting class. I wonder if he gonna have us read a book or something,
Not read a book.
or
We're
she or
probably
whoever.
gonna read several books. Or is it like one of those classes where you're learning like the background of literature? Is it like one
Yeah,
of those
it
classes?
is a literature class because it's one of my electives. I have a little bit of flexibility when it comes to electives, so
Mm-hmm.
there's that. But
They ain't never asked me about no damn electives. I know in my intro to integrative learning class, the video note said something about we could pick electives, you know, in a while from now, basically. And I was like, eh. But I already see like when I look up my classes, I mean, I can go from now all the way until like 2027 and nothing is like an elective class. Like at all. At all. I
well,
got some biblical classes.
they probably haven't. Cause you know how sometimes you can pick and choose the ones that you want to take.
Nah, they set up my whole schedule for me. I have not touched nothing with my schedule. Mm-mm.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Cause
Like
normally, even with
I don't even register for my classes. My classes are already like I just basically show up and do the work in each time I got a class that pop up.
cause normally when when you register for school, yeah, you have set classes that you have to take,
Mhm.
but you can pick and choose. Like, okay, I want to take this, this, and this semester.
Nope. Mm-mm.
But oh,
I can see
sucks to be
my
you.
classes all the way. I like that though because I know what I'm like, I know what I'm getting ready for. So that's cool. Like my next class is an English course, and then I think right after that, that's them spring classes. I think it's like college writing or something like that. So it's pretty cool.
It's
I
kind
think
of good
over the
because
summer,
it doesn't have you don't have as much stress trying to figure out like what to take or what you need or nothing. You're not
yeah.
stuck looking at a course catalog trying to calculate credits and shit.
Like my academic advisor does all of that for me. Like I ain't gotta do nothing. I just show up. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Honestly, I ain't even mad at it.
Let me turn my heat off. I be in here roast beef.
Mm. But every time my students ask me about like how am I doing in school, I be like, I'm doing better than you. And they be like, okay, so what's your grades? Like one of my students, he swear up and down he's smarter than me. And I was like, you just had an F. You just got it to an A and it took you weeks to get there. I was like, I've never had an F. You got problems here, buddy.
Now I will say I've had a couple F's in my day in school. Not even gonna lie.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know, it's so weird because when you get a bad grade, right? It's it's almost easier to pull that up than it is for you to pull a good grade up to an even better one.
For
Like
real.
if you had a B in a class, I seen TikTok, they was like, if you get a B in a class, oh, you gotta increase this by XYZ%.
Mhm.
You score 92, now you at a B plus. Now what the fuck?
But
If
see,
I'd have scored 92, 91, 95, why the fuck am I still at a B?
this is the thing though. The grading scale that we went off of back when me and you were in school, it is so much easier for these kids to pull their letter grade up. Like this week, if a kid missed 3 assignments, right? Or just 3 homework assignments. I'll say homework. If they didn't turn in 3 homework assignments, but they still did the test, their grade, yeah, it will be low, but
The
it ain't gonna
test
be no
way
F.
more.
Mm-hmm.
See, when I was in
So
school, when I at my high school, we had a 12-point grading scale.
mm-hmm.
So ours, it was like if you it was really hard to get a zero.
Yeah.
If you got a zero, you just didn't do shit. You didn't do a
Yeah.
thing. You didn't turn nothing in. It like they really didn't want you to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So like you you would get like I think it was like what a 12.0 to like a 11 point something was an A, and then 11 point something to a 10 point something else was a B, and so on and so forth. So they made it really easy for you to like get the good grades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they offered like after school stuff, so it wasn't like you could never,
Yeah.
have help, or you could never get get work done, nothing like that. You always could. You just had to stay after school or ask a teacher to stay after school with you if they had the time.
Yeah.
But I know like I graduated. I was pretty decent. I had like a 3.3, I think, GPA when I graduated school or something like that. So I'm not stupid, but I be having my moments where I'm just like I don't know what I don't know. Or I think I understand and stuff, and then when you gotta explain it, you be like, "Fuck, maybe I don't understand it as well as I thought I did." So
Yeah.
let me not.
I have
But
the issues with like overthinking. And
yeah,
then it's like I be so far away from what it actually is, and I keep missing it. See, that'd be my problem.
and I
That'd be
hate
my
taking
problem.
tests because tests are one of those things where like I like multiple choice is fine because I can
Hmm.
easily pick out a right answer, but like a test where you have to do short answer or where you have to know a definition or like where memorization is a thing. It's just like I can memorize the stuff, but the
Yeah.
second we don't use it no more, then it's kind of gone. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of don't like this whole model of doing a lesson a week because you
We
don't have enough time to
have
study.
we have time tests in this last class that I just took, which before I didn't like in my other classes thus far, like I didn't have a time test, but you basically get 10 to 15 questions and you get 10 minutes.
Oh
And you
yeah,
get 2 times to take the test. Now, for somebody that has test anxiety, that stresses me out. And even though I have my accommodations in place, like I can get an extra turn with taking the test, but it's like, damn, if I just get a good grade the first time, I ain't got to take this the second time. Like
exactly.
I don't want to do that. So for me, I get so stressed out, and then I overthink it. And then I'm like, damn, ugh, that's how I end up missing like one question. All these tests with my constable wellness class, the terminologies like it. We were learning about so many different things every single week: body composition, BMI, like skeletons, different diseases that's like killing you in America, like so many different
It
things every
sounds like
single
my
week.
sociology class because like the terminology that we had to learn in that class was crazy, and some of the stuff is just and it's crazy how your brain will start to process the stuff when you're not using it anymore.
Mhm.
That be pissing me off because like where the fuck was you at when I needed it?
For real.
So
Like
that's
I
that
was
kind
just
of
struggling real bad.
right. That's what that sounds like. But like I it didn't dawn on me to start doing this until like later in the school year, but I'm like, you have 2 hours. You really have unlimited time on these quizzes.
Mhm.
Now they prefer you don't use the book to do the quizzes, but
Hell, ain't nothing wrong if you
listen,
open up your Word document and you put some notes there. It ain't nothing wrong flipping back over. Who gonna stop
they
you?
don't. But see, from what I know, they don't have lock. We don't have lockdown like installed. We don't have our browsers locked down when we do tests like that.
Yeah, we don't either.
So they who are they to say that I cheated or not? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I was using the book. I don't give a fuck. But it's like you have unlimited time on these tests. You don't have to rush through them
Yeah.
to get
But
them
how many
done.
questions are the test though? Because like I
The
said, ours
tests
is
were like
small.
her tests were always 30 plus questions, like
God
35 questions.
damn.
And I put on the exam on the little exit thing that we have to do.
Yeah, we gotta do those too.
I said the test could be a lot shorter. Like you don't need I understand that there's a lot of information covered in the chapters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I feel like you could make it a 25 question test. I didn't say 25 questions, but you could make it a 25 question test. You can have five questions that are like multiple choice, five questions that are short answer. You can have five questions that have to do with like matching because he had a lot of match the terms, and I hated those questions
Yeah, I don't like those.
because she wanted us to match. So the way it was set up, it wasn't like how you have a question and like within that question is the drop down menu, if that makes sense. So
Mhm.
it'll say like number two, you're reading the application and be like, pick your gender. And you're not having to scroll like it's you click on the thing and it's right there. No, hers wasn't like that. You had to go the word, let's say we're talking about marriage, right?
Mhm.
A marriage where so the definition is a marriage where two people from the same social class, a union where two people from the same social classes get married. Okay, let's just say exogamous marriage or something like that. I'm having to scroll through and pick the number instead of
Mhm.
me just clicking on the word,
We
if
had a
that makes
couple like
sense.
crossword, and then like a match that word to the term with this concepts of wellness class. And I didn't like that because a screen reader is not going to read that properly. So I would have
Yeah.
to turn off my voiceover, zoom it in. And then one of the tests, like at first, like I had to have Anthony look at it because I was like, am I doing something wrong here? And then with one of the tests, like you could select the term, and then basically I had to like scroll all the way over to select the definition. I'm like, this
That
is
was what I
doing
had,
too
and then I'm
much.
on my phone, and so what would happen is now that question, those kinds of questions are like question 31, question 32,
So you really
and it would
just like
scroll me all the way back up to the top once I done picked an answer. That used to piss me
mhm.
off so bad because I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm not about to log into my computer to do a quiz when I just can do it from my phone.
Yeah.
I just think that's stupid. But that used to piss me off so bad. I'm just like, bro, you have us doing 35, 36 question quizzes
Yeah.
or chapter quizzes and tests and whatnot. And it's like let like let that you need to shorten that a little bit and then let us see what we got wrong so we can make a study guide out of that. Like let us have access to the test so that we can see what we got wrong. That's what
Yeah.
I think. But I mean, I hated that because I'm just like, why is it so fucking long? But
That
like,
is a long ass test.
I think it's one of them things too where I just wanted to be done because at this point it's overload, it's information overload, or
Mhm.
I'm just really exhausted with the whole topic, especially after
Yeah.
being trauma dumped on all fucking day. You don't have the energy to do too much of shit. But it's
Yeah.
like you have all the time in the world. It's not gonna close you out. It's not going to um if anything, it'll log you out, but it's not gonna like the timer won't run out if you it's estimated at 120 minutes, but the timing is unlimited. So you don't there's no need to rush to do that. You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
I had a it's just one of them things where it's just like I don't want to be on this test all day.
Yeah.
So there's that. But anyway,
But we survived it, y'all. I mean, I got one more class for my winter term, and that starts on the 20th of January. And then that will take me into my spring classes. So I think
oh,
after
excuse me.
spring break, I'll come back to those spring classes. So 4 classes for the winter term, and that, well, no, 3 classes for the winter term: concepts of wellness, integrative learning, and then the English course. So something else, something else. But I'm cool with it. I just don't, I'm not a test taker. I can write you a paper. And then I've gotten so good at using, okay, I can't use Grammarly. Lately, they haven't been wanting us to use Grammarly because Grammarly has been getting caught with using AI. So they told us to stop using that for a while just to like see if there's anybody that, it's not listening. So I've been using Grammarly like if I'm doing like emails or something like that, or if it's like a social media post, like I'll use it for that. But for schoolwork, I stopped using it. So I've just been using Microsoft Word's editor. F7 and me are besties, okay? I literally hit it, and then that just filters me through after I hit enter. Like, it's so good. So, 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 so,
The
so
only thing I
good.
don't like about the editor on Microsoft Word, it's not as detailed as Grammarly, so it won't always catch all of the errors that you have in your thing, unless it's there's something that I don't do when I'm trying to write a paper that you're doing. But I had to take Grammarly off my computer because every time I would go to like write a paper and I'm using my like reading commands to read, the little widget
Mhm.
would pop up and it would take me out of my document.
Mhm.
And I'm like, let me just uninstall and I'll just figure out how to use I'll just go to Grammarly on the web, I guess, or get the Chrome extension or whatever the hell it's called
Mhm.
and just do it that way. I used to have to do my papers like that because I could never access Grammarly through the Word
Yeah, me neither.
pane.
And
So I
I
just have to do it like that. And
but
then I use it on my phone when I used to have to write my little discussion posts and stuff like that.
so how I do like use the editor to like make it work for me is after I'll finish like, cuz we have to write an APA style, so there's a lot of headings involved, so it's easily scannable. So after I'm done with a full section under a heading, I'll hit F7 and go through it, line by line, just to make sure that I'm getting everything. And then on those rare occurrences where I have to like edit something physically, like I try to catch any words, like anything that because I'm not the best fucking speller. So like
Bro,
I'll ask like
autocorrect.
Alexa, my phone, yeah, like and sometimes autocorrect don't work because I didn't spell the word that bad. But me and
Hell yeah.
Shift F10, girl, I use that. And then my synonyms, I also use
I love
I
the
change
thesaurus
certain
feature.
synonyms. Like amazing, that is a very commonly used word. So I've changed that with like wonderful, thrilling, like things like that. And that's been helpful. It honestly kind of like elevates your writing a little bit. So I don't know. Like I thought writing was gonna be the worst part of school. It it's not. I feel like I'm used to it, I guess.
I don't
It
think it's bad. I do want to get back to I was gonna use Chat GPT to do like my little writing prompts like I was doing.
Yeah,
I don't think
that was
it's
big help.
I don't think it's bad. I think that it's just a situation of when you don't know how to do something, you dread it because it's just like I'm not good at this, and you feel like there'll never be a play. I think you feel like you'll never reach a point where you'll be good at writing.
Mm-hmm.
For the career path that I want to go into, not my voice cracking. For the career path that I want to go into, I know that I need to know how to at least write effectively. It's a different kind of writing, nonetheless, but basic skills are still required. Knowing how to use different words to convey your message or what you're trying to say a lot better is still very helpful, a very helpful skill to know or helpful
Mm-hmm.
thing to know. Because if you got to write a motion or a draft about something and you want to paint a picture of like how, like if somebody was talking about if you were if you're a paralegal, you're writing a draft, you're writing a well no, they're an attorney and they have to write a petition about like abuse or whatever, and you're trying to get a protective order against somebody. You can't just say, um, he scared me. He scares me when he's angry.
Mhm.
Okay, what about him? What about him when he's angry that's scary to you? So now you got to go into details about when he gets angry, he he breaks things, or he, you know what I'm saying, like you have to describe a specific point, a specific example, and give
Yeah.
details of how you feel because you want to paint. They're not there, so you have to put them in that period of time.
Yeah.
So like for me, I don't mind writing. I can write it, but my thing is I'm going to overthink it, and I be getting writer's block sometimes. I be like, you know
That's
what? Okay,
me. I
cool,
would
bro.
literally sit there and I'll be like, what am I trying to say? Like, and then remember when I took my what was it, that intro to, no, the general foundations of lifelong learning, when I took that class, and in one of my assignments, basically we were getting taught how to, sometimes your brain is in overload, right? And you got to walk away from something and come right back to it. So take that 10-minute break so that your brain can like reset. And it's like that helps me. Like if I notice that, okay, I've been sitting in one spot for like an hour, I've just been writing. Let me pause for a second. Let me read what I just wrote. Does it make sense? Am I understanding what I'm writing? And that honestly, that has helped me the most. Because sometimes like overthinking is, it's very easy, right? Like you can overthink. And then what you're writing, it just don't sound like nothing like what the fuck you was trying to say at all. So
Yeah, I will go back and read the sentence and be like, "This shit is ass."
right, like what am I gonna say? Like for
Or I'll
my
do that in the
last
moment and be
class,
like, "I can say that a little bit better. Let me see if I can
hmm
think of something else."
for my last class, I had wrote a 12-page professional development plan. And it was very detailed. Each section basically was like it basically made a portfolio of what I want to do for the next 5 years. And I had got down to like the last section and I was like, oh my God, I've been on this for days. I'm getting irritated. Like I just can't now. Mind you, I did get 100 on this paper, but I kept second guessing what I wrote. I would delete a whole page and just be like, nah, I don't, Sometimes you gotta walk away and come back. Sometimes. And
But I
then
am
like knowing how to properly convey what you're trying to say,
that be
child,
pissing me off. That's what gets me
yeah.
flustered because I know what I'm trying to say,
But it's like
and sometimes
writing it.
I will write it in the way that I'm speaking it to get it out because I'm like, if I get
hmm
it out, then I know I can polish it up a little better. But that's what be pissing me off is like I know what I'm trying to say, but how do I convey
How do
it
I say it? Yeah.
in a way where it's grammatically correct and it makes sense? That's what be
Like
pissing me the fuck off.
me and Anthony was just in the kitchen earlier today, and in the book, like the way that the author was kind of like describing the scene that they were walking into, Anthony was like, hmm, that sounds like a real nice place to go. I said, well, they're in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. He was like, that sounds good to be there. And it was just like, you can picture what's going
You can
on.
put yourself in there because you can
Y-
see it in your mind where it. Yeah,
Yeah.
people have a way of a gift with words. I really strive to be a better writer.
Yeah.
I am grateful for AI in that regard because when I'm writing my discussion posts and things like that, I will paste what I'm saying in the thing, and I'm like, and I'll ask it like, what am I missing? How do I tie this back to, how can I wrap it up and how can I close it up? Sometimes they suggestions be asked, so I be going with
Yeah.
what I say.
For real. For real.
But cause like I'll pay post the once I started doing that, I'm like, oh shit, I could have been. I like again, a lot of it was overthinking. I had the tools, and I'm like,
hmm
but it was just like, oh, once I started posting the the posts, or the guidelines for whatever I'm doing, I'm like, okay, and I only use Gemini to do it just because ChatGPT. They done got smart now on the computer. They used to not run. You used to be able to do unlimited shit. Like it
Yeah.
never it never capped out on you. But now on the computer, they you've used up all of your GPT-5. Look, bring GPT-8. Shit.
For real.
What is you? So I'm grateful for that. That AI will definitely be a tool that I end up still using
Hmm.
because there's a way to do it ethically and a way
Yeah.
to do it where you don't where it doesn't necessarily write the paper for you. But
Yeah, because when I use it, sometimes like I just need to make sure that is this making sense? Am I following what the rubric is asking me? Basically, I use it as like my second set of eyes because
yeah.
normally, like the people that are around me, I feel like I don't want to ask them because they're gonna be like, oh, that's good, that's good. They just gonna hype me up. They're not gonna give me honest feedback. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna show anybody my work. I'm gonna just put it into this chat box. And if it tells me something that I'm like, "Ugh, maybe I need to second guess it, you know, it's like I use it only just to double check if I'm
Yeah.
on track. Like I don't use it to write nothing. So far, so good, y'all. I mean, I ain't got hit for no AI because I don't use AI to write. I like we're saying, we just use it to clarify what we're doing. So and
I
then oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I used to use like the we used to have like the okay, you know when you turn your stuff in to turn it in,
Yeah, we got the turning in thing.
they used to have I don't know if it was turning in if it was something else, but I think it was turning in. You used to be able to go online and like have like tutors that would work uh that would like proof your papers or proofread your papers for you. You would share your screen with them, and then they would look at my paper and like say, okay, format this way, do this that way. That was hard because I didn't really know how to use Word like that for real, and I had my phone, I had Google, but
Hmm.
it was just like I don't know. So now I don't have to use a human
Yeah.
necessarily to proofread stuff or shit like.
Yeah. We have access to the online campus library, and the librarians are only there, obviously, when the school is in session. And you can only use them, Monday through Friday or whatever. So far, I haven't had to use them because basically they only are there to help you with APA formatting. That's it. So now that I know how to do APA style to a freaking T, it's not as complicated. Like, I was talking to Mackenzie about APA, and she's like, "Oh, I've had to do APA and MLA," and she was like, "I really don't like APA," and I was like, "Honestly, APA makes you put things in like chronological order, and it has to make sense. Like you're using headings to format what you're writing. Like if you're writing a paper about I don't know, going back to school for the first time. And basically, each section of your paper has to have a proper heading to describe what's going to be under it. And it's basically giving a person a
The
visual
main
look at your
idea.
paper. Yeah. And once I realized that, it's been so much easier to write a
I
paper.
feel like it's so much better than MLA because MLA you don't have to have a heading, but you with
Hmm.
MLA you have to. The hardest thing with I think writing in general, especially when you write. Why did we start talking about school anyway?
I don't know.
When writing a paper is like the transitions with
Yeah.
MLA. You have to be able to transition seamlessly from one paragraph to the next. You also
Hmm.
have to know how to cite the sources properly. That's what fucks a lot of people up, including me.
Hmm.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I would use AI for that. I don't give a fuck. Because I don't nobody knows how to properly do that. I don't nobody know how to properly do that.
That we have our online campus library. And basically, within there, we can go and cite our sources as we're writing, which is cool. And then they have the feature, which is not very accessible. That's why I just use Word. Like, I fully just use Word. But basically, I can make a reference paper inside of our online campus library. So for us, it's not that bad. Like I said, my school gives you all the tools. It's just you just gotta use them.
Knowing how to use them and knowing where to find them, yeah,
Hmm.
that's the thing.
And then we got like pages and pages of tutorials inside OCLS, which is great. Is really, really great. But sometimes I need someone to like describe things like very visually. So I'll go to YouTube, like me plus YouTube plus like these formatting channels, like these channels to talk about like school formatting papers and things like that, how to cite sources. Like there's so many YouTube channels out there that are very descriptive, and I love that. I love that so much because you got people that literally just talk about how to properly do college level stuff. It's been good. It's been good.
It's
Writing
been
is
alright.
eh. I we really it's us actually talking about school this long. I
That
didn't
wasn't a
expect us
plan.
to talk about it.
We just it just happened. We
It
weren't
really
trying to do
did.
that.
But besides that, winter break is among us. Anthony's birthday is in 2 days. 2 days. I'm gonna make him cupcakes for his birthday. I tried to get cupcakes today from Walmart, but child, they were just not available. So I told him, I said, well, if you go and get everything I need to make them, I'll just make you cupcakes. So that's the plan with that. And then Christmas, I'm doing potato soup. I'm not making a big ass dinner. I'm not doing it for his birthday. He has requested burritos. So that is what we're making.
I know
I
that's right.
just after cooking all that food for Thanksgiving, like I don't want to do that again.
And I don't see the point in doing that shit 3 weeks back to back anyway, because it's just like I
We
just sat
just
up
ate
here
this
and
shit.
made, yeah, but not even just, I just sat up here and made a big ass dinner. We finna eat like a normal goddamn Thursday.
Hmm.
I remember one Thanksgiving, all I had was a turkey lunchable. It felt like a regular Thursday. No
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. I ain't trying to do nothing too crazy. I'm just trying to chill. And plus, like, I've been working all fucking year. This it's gonna be great to just sit. Okay. Just
Sit on your
amazing.
ass.
Yeah. Like I've done a lot of resting. I organized a little bit in the apartment, which I'm gonna do some more of that tomorrow, actually. But Aunt Flo has came to visit, so I felt a little lightheaded today, so I took it easy.
Yeah,
I
she's definitely here.
Yeah, I've taken it easy. And I just been chilling, I just been chilling. I'm damn near down 30 pounds. I love that for me.
Why she sound like a little monkey? I don't know why she decided to make that noise.
I don't know. But I don't know, like this year is wrapping up to be pretty decent. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. Like it was not a very eventful year, honestly. From like I'm gonna say like May to about I'm gonna say like August. Oh, I bitch was stressed out. I was stressed. I was stressed real fucking bad, but it kind of worked out. It kind of did. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was
this year
working.
wasn't major. The one major thing that happened or two. um, got my apartment and I enrolled in school. Like those are the
Hmm.
two major things that happened. This wasn't like a year where it was just like thing after thing after thing after thing after thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty much it for me. It's not really a whole lot. I'm not gonna say that it's like boo, like that's boring, but like there's not a whole lot
This was
to
kind of like
reflect
your
on.
stepping year. Like you moved up in a lot of levels. Like 1 year on your job, almost a year in your apartment. Like this year for you was kind of you establishing yourself as a young adult. Like you.
Yeah.
This was that year. Even though a lot didn't happen, hell, even for me, like a lot just didn't happen. It's just one of those years where you
I
kind of like
think it's
setting stuff in
I'm
stone.
about to say I think it's necessary that too much didn't happen too fast because I probably would have not been able to handle all of that
Hmm.
happening at one time. So I think the that first of all, those were the two biggest things: enrolling in school and on top of having a full-time job, on top of managing an apartment. That's a lot in and of itself. So I think, with that happening, that was probably all God thought I could take at that moment. It's like, okay, that's
Hmm.
enough. That's enough. Let's see how you work and how you manage with this because this is a totally different ball game now. It's like,
Yep.
you know. So, but hopefully next year, will be just as eventful. Um, and we'll have more amazing things to talk about and experience and shit.
I'm just ready to make my man a daddy. That's what I'm trying to do. I was like, I
You know
was gonna
what?
say what I told him earlier, but I was like, "Ah, I can't say that on here. That's inappropriate." But I'm ready to be a mother. I'm ready to be called mommy. I'm ready for that for sure. And I had talked to somebody and they were like, "Why don't you wait until you're done with school?" And I'm like, "If I wait any fucking longer, I'm gonna be 40. I don't want to be 40 and have my first child. Like, that's crazy talk to me. Like, no, 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 no. Bad enough I'm starting after fucking 20. Like, bad enough I'm doing that.
I don't think
But
that's bad at all. I think timing is everything. But
I
I
suppose.
I
I
mean,
suppose.
I get why people say, "Why don't you wait till you're done with school?" Because school and a baby, that's a lot of, and then work, you know what I'm saying? I get it, but at the same time, I know myself and I know how I'm
Hmm.
going to figure out a way to juggle it, but also in the same breath, don't put too much on your plate at one time. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's the thing for
But
me
the
though. When somebody asks me like, do I feel like I'm juggling a lot like current day? I'm like, no. I'm really not. Like to me, I have a lot of time on my hands. Like a lot. Adding a little human to this, I don't think it'd be that fucking bad. Like one kid? Now I could see if we fucked around and had two kids during this time, but one kid I feel like is manageable.
but see,
I
you
really
don't know how
do.
many kids you gonna have. That's the thing. You
In the
it
time
might
frame of
it might
school,
be it might be one kid, or you might the egg might divide twice, and now you got two.
child.
So now
That's
you're like,
fucked
oh
up.
shit. I actually wasn't trying to think. I wasn't trying to have two kids. I mean, I see both sides of it, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like you have to do what's best for you. But I also think that timing is everything. Like you want to be in a different position, health wise,
Mm-hmm.
financially, emotionally, all the things. And so I think that, you know, that's one of the things that is probably keeping you from moving forward with even starting the process of trying to have a kid. Because I know in the conversations that we've had, it's always been, I actually want to be able to run around and chase my kids and like actually have the
Mm-hmm.
energy to keep up with these little motherfuckers. Because and I don't want to be on high blood pressure medicine. I don't want to. If I can, I would love to host my own child. I would love to be pregnant.
Yeah,
So, and I
that part
know,
still scares me, but
yeah, and I know like right now for you, like it's not the best time health wise for you, just based off of what you said, for you to be like, I'm pregnant. And it's like, wait, you know what I'm saying? Like I know for
hmm
you from what you've told me and what your goals are, it's just like I don't think that right now would be a good enough time to get pregnant. Once you get to your goal, whatever that is for you as far as weight, and once you've gotten, the health issues that you can manage, once you've gotten those under control, what the hell? Why do the cars be so loud? Then it's like, yeah, but I think y'all will be good parents.
yeah, I mean, biologically having kids, I, that would be nice. That would be nice. But we have looked into other ways of having kids, and I feel like for our first, that's the direction that we're going into. So I don't have to put my body into jeopardy because the uterus is not. It ain't fucking with me. It is not fucking with me. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I wish, but it is not fucking
I
with me.
almost said surrogacy, but that's a whole other thing
Well,
in and of itself.
surrogacy in the state of Indiana is a bit tricky. So, to get the process going with surrogacy, we could have a donor. We could have, I could get my eggs extracted. We could have Anthony's sperm. Like we could do all these things, right? But the state of Indiana specifically does not, if a woman gets pregnant with my baby, There is nothing legally holding her back from
From
taking my
keeping it.
baby.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
said that's why I said that's a little tricky. My thing with that though is, I just think about how do they know which egg is yours and which one is hers?
DNA. DNA. So
But
they
I'm
put,
saying but they gotta implant the embryo in her. Are they gonna fertilize it first and then put it in her?
yeah,
Or are they gonna put the egg in her
it's
first and
going
then
to be a
spray?
fully fertilized baby that's being put in her as she's ovulating. So instead of her eggs doing the ovulation, it'd be mine and Anthony's DNA pushing through her body. So I don't know. It's a weird situation,
I
honestly.
and see that's why I always felt like I would be drawn to family law. Cause family law reads like a lifetime movie for real.
Hmm.
Like I was watching one lady, she works in Texas, she's a family lawyer. She had this client who him and his wife, they wanted a kid and they ended up getting a surrogate. The wife ends up dying in a car crash and
Damn.
yes. It was so sad. The wife died in a car crash, right? The woman, the surrogate was like, well, I could be your baby's mom, so he doesn't come into the world motherless. And the man was like clicked out. The man was like, bitch, in so many words, bitch, who the fuck you think you is? I don't need no, she don't need no motherfucking mama hoe. In so many words, like
There.
the lady dropped off the face of the earth, didn't the man couldn't find his baby, and legally there's nothing that they could do
Yeah.
in the state because they're like, well, this is a civil matter technically, and we
Yeah.
can't file kidnapping charges on an unborn child. My thing
Hmm.
is, you can't file kidnapping charges on an unborn child, but never mind, never mind,
See,
never
and
mind. I
then
was gonna go somewhere else with that. Never
what I
mind.
was reading about that is like once the baby comes out, right? And the baby's not getting kidnapped or anything like that. It's another layer of legal matters of who is signing the birth certificate because technically it would it would be a way like we would have to get lawyers involved from jump just to make
Yeah,
sure like there's a contract in place that this
yeah.
person is going to host this baby, they're going to give us our baby. It's a whole trust thing.
But
So,
that's what surrogacy agencies are for, but you still get
mhm.
your own
You
lawyer
still got to get your own
involved in
lawyer.
that case
Yeah.
because the surrogacy agency is only looking out for their best interest. One of my
Mhm.
friends, her best friend's what niece or cousin or some shit had a baby and or she was pregnant with a baby and she did not want to keep her. And
Mhm.
so my friend adopted the girl and they end up I think she had a lawyer present or involved or whatever to know like okay I'm the mom, I have the rights to the baby, da 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 da.
Mhm.
And so the girl is now 5 years old, I think.
Mm.
What the fuck they doing over there, renovating? The girl's like 5 years old. The girl's like 5 years old now, so but it can definitely work. I just feel like if you can make laws surrounding, and I'm not trying to be political, but I'm just being for real. If you can make laws surrounding um termination of a pregnancy and saying that that is a human life, then the same law should apply to surrogacy then.
It's giving
If a
Handmaid's Tale.
if a woman if a woman contractually agrees to carry my child in her womb,
Mhm.
knowing full well it is not hers, and she drops off the face of the earth, the unborn child, that human life, is being kidnapped. So
Mhm.
she should be treated. It should be treated as such. That's just what I think. So I don't understand why they ain't made that yet. But like, yeah, that dude. The reason why at the end of the story, the reason why he ended up getting his child or getting to know who his child was is because she ends now. I forgot to mention the surrogate and is married already to a husband to a dude.
Mhm.
They leave they have the baby whatever. She ends up divorcing her husband and petitions the biological dad for child support.
Oh, that bitch. She tried
So
it.
so
She
yeah.
tried it.
So because you petitioned me for child support, I now know who my child is. I've missed six
Mhm.
years of her life because of your dusty busted Anyway,
That
I
is
missed 6
wild.
years. I missed 6 years of her life because of you, and now because you hard up for cash, you wanna petition me for child support.
Mhm.
So, the lady had the attorney has a PI that she hires, gives her all the information. He knows where the baby goes to school, he knows, where the mother lives, like, he knows all this information about his kid now that he didn't get to see, all because this bitch wanted a baby and thought, "Well, she would be motherless if she went to live with you." Bitch, that ain't your call. So that's
Mhm.
how that ended up happening. I don't know what the rest how that the rest of that story turns out because the creator that posted it has not posted an update. But that's why that be the shit I be
Yeah.
talking about. That's why I was like, family law might be for me, bro. It might be for me because the TV in there.
Yeah.
Some of it be kind of sad though. So, but yeah.
That would be nice. I had I read a book recently, like a couple months back, about a criminal lawyer. Criminal lawyers, man. eh,
Now it be some tea in
I
that too though.
yeah, like it's like, why did you do it? Well, the bitch decided to cheat on me. Well, why did you cheat on him? I don't know, but he didn't have to hit me with his car. It's like, bro, why
What
would you
fucking
try
book
to
did
take
you
her out?
read? I need the name right now. Start
That
at the
wasn't in,
night.
that wasn't in the book. But I'm just saying, like, that's how this shit be. Oh my god, I just saw something the other day. This girl was telling a story how she was in court when she was in her early 20s, and the lady had came in and she had I don't know what she did to her husband, but he hit her with the car because he no, she hit him with the car and he ends up stabbing her. And then they were in court and the husband was like, "Well, are you gonna, lift the protection order so I can go home? That's my wife." And the judge looked at him crazy like, "Man, no. Like
I think I
she
seen
hit you
that.
with a car."
I think I seen that. Like, you gonna lift the protection order so I can go home? No, she,
No. They both was in
no.
contempt of court. I said, "Listen, that's how you know that was real love." They probably just a little mad at each other. Just a little bit.
I get a little mad and don't do shit like that. That's
Mm.
fucking sick in the head. You are crazy.
Hell, at
You are hollow
best,
up there.
I might throw something. At best, I might throw something. But I ain't gonna
That's your
stab the
best. Shit,
nigga.
that's they that's work. That's your best. They look at you like, bitch, that's light work. We hit each
D-
other with cars around this
For
motherfucker.
real. And then he stabbed her ass. Now, I remember one time my grandma and her ex was like, they had already broken up, but he would come around from time to time and she would like make dinner and he'll come over get a plate or like she'll call him and he'll just come over there just chill, smoke something or drink something on the porch. Like they just want some chill stuff. One morning he came over and she was like, "So you got my money?" And Will was like, "Nah, Sue, I ain't got it. I ain't got it." And he was like, because he did construction. And she was like, "Well, you went with so and so, and y'all did a job yesterday. So why you even got no money?" And he was like, he was getting mad because he would stutter. He was like, "So, stop trying to," and then he just kept going. And my grandmama said, "You should go get my gun." This motherfucker ran so fast out the house. His hat looked like it was hovering on top of his head. I was like, "Was you really gonna shoot it?" She said, "Well, you didn't go get my gun fast enough. I guess we'll never find out." I didn't see Will, I would say, for like 3 years. When he came back around, he was like, "Yeah, I really thought your grandma was gonna shoot me that day." I was like, "But bro, you keep fucking with her." What the fuck?
And men be just as fuck. Y'all look, can't nobody convince me. Y'all be talking about men don't want a crazy woman. Shit. Men be
Then
just
he
as
kept
crazy.
coming back. Yeah. They be on
Your
that
grandma
shit.
had something that was bringing them back. That's what that was.
For real.
That's exactly what the fuck that was. Cause there ain't no way in the hell, bro. That's why I used to look at my mama like, ain't no way you and old dude is still messing around. Y'all up here playing doctor and nurse and shit,
For
patching each other
real.
after y'all done cut each other,
Mhm.
filet mignon
It
and
be a
shit.
mess. And then I remember one time growing up, my grandma and him, I was probably elementary age, like third, fourth grade. Like I was young during this time. So I remember we had went out to the pool And he was like, he never came down to the pool with us. Like my grandma would just take all six of us down to the pool. And I remember she was like holding Justin. Justin was the baby at the time. She holding Justin. So she's like trying to get him. She's like waving him over, trying to get him come over so she can get some more pampers. So Will is like at the balcony, fuck you. Like he just cussing at her. I'm like, what?
What
What?
the fuck?
Right, like what's going on? So she said, I used to get out the pool. Come hold Justin. I'm like, oh man, I gotta get out the pool. I come over, I hold Justin. And she, mind you, my grandma at this time was not that big. She was very small during this time. She like runs over so fast. She picked up this damn brick. Why did she throw this brick and hit Will in the stomach? And I'm like, first of all, why would you stand there and allow her to throw that at you? Like you didn't
No,
even,
sir. Did you not
he
see
didn't
it
try to
coming?
move, try to move. He's standing there. So, stop throwing stuff at me. Stop. And he's like flicking cigarettes like down at her. So I'm
Nigga, she
like,
has bricks. If you don't pick up the balcony,
nigga, he had chairs up there. He threw some
that's what I'm
chairs.
saying. God damn. You ain't got a table leg.
Oh my God. At this point, like everybody at the pool, they're kind of like turned on, looking at this interaction. Like he got this pack of cigarettes and he's just tossing cigarettes. Oh my God. When she went upstairs, they messed up the whole living room. Oh my God. Like growing up, we never realized, this is traumatizing. We are living through trauma
Shit was funny to us, but then we look back like that was really some abusive ass
for
shit
real.
on everybody's part. We
Everybody.
used to, I'm not even gonna lie, like my shit, your stories are funny. Mine are not as funny.
The
Like
somebody gonna kiss my ass story is gonna always hit though.
that shit was somebody gonna kiss my
My
ass.
ass. Shout out to Graylin. Shout out to Graylin.
I ain't had to use that yet, but I
Oh,
promise you, when I feel like I need to use it, I'ma use it.
but I
My
I have said it a couple times in my lifetime.
that man says somebody gonna kiss. Bitch, I want to get high.
Oh my God.
Oh
And he
my god, that
like
shit is hilarious, bro. Cause what the
Graylin is like
fuck?
in his 70s now. I be wanting to just reach out and be like, listen, do you remember the shit you used to put my mama through? Cause man, it was a wild time. Mm-mm. I remember one time we was driving, we was on 10th Street. We was living on 10th and 10th and Luxito, something like that. And we was coming from the what is that called? The Kroger. And my grandma was in the car. Now, mind you, my grandmama stabbed Graylin early on in my mama's relationship with him before Quentin was born.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, it was a mess. So from what I knew from a kid, my mama, not my mama, my grandmama and Graylin don't like each other, right? So every time he'd say like mother-in-law or mama or something like that, like every time he'd say something to her, my grandma would just like look at him like with disgust. So one time we driving and my mom was driving, he was in the passenger seat. My grandmama was behind Graylin. I'm behind my grandmama. We're in a van. I'm behind my grandmama, and Mac is on the other side, on the driver's side, behind my mama. And Quentin's in the middle. I don't know why Quentin was on the floor, but he was just sitting there. So we all chilling. And Graylin said something to my mama, but he kind of said it kind of low. And she said, "You're not about to act like that, my mom in this car. Like you're not about to do that." And Graylin said he sucked his teeth. He was like, "Man, I don't give a fuck." So he turns the music up as my grandma start talking. So then my mama like turns it down. She was like, "Why the fuck would you do that?" And my mama talking. He's like, "I don't want to hear nobody talk. I don't want to hear nothing, nothing." Mind you, my mama is driving, so it's like what, like, bro, you, like, what are you doing? You're in the passenger seat. Act like a passenger princess. Shut up. So
Sitting on the passenger side of your girlfriend's ride, trying
for
to
real.
holler at me, literally trying to holler at me.
So every time my grandma would say something, this nigga would turn up the volume, turn up the volume, turn up the volume.
I
My
would have
grandma
cocked back.
said, my grandma said, do it again, and I'ma choke you with this damn seatbelt. Grandma took the seatbelt off. Like he was so scared. My mama to this day said Graylin was sitting there looking mad, like he was mad because if he would have tried to do something or say something else crazy, my mom would have hit him. But Graylin was so like, I don't want to hear her voice. Her voice pisses me off, and I'm like, you overly grown as man, like bro. I don't. I guess if somebody stabbed me, I guess I would also not I would also dislike them, but
I know who not to
Graylin,
fucking play with.
for real. Oh my god. And then the messed up part is where she got him at is like his shoulder blade. So it's still a scar on his back to this
You wasn't
day.
close enough to the neck. That's what that
Hmm.
was.
But my grandma's short though, so
You might learn how
she
to hop.
couldn't really probably reach that high. I told her you should have jumped higher,
You should
leaped
have got a
it.
box to a stool to stand on or something.
For real. I don't know. Growing up, I have a lot of those stories. But then I'm like, damn, I was living through some trauma.
Yeah, I got
Real bad.
quite a few. My mama ex boyfriend when they my mama finally started. It was I'll say this much. There was a long period of time where my mama was losing the fight.
Mhm.
And so eventually she started to fight back and niggas started getting hit upside the head with pans,
Oh.
goddamn telephone bases and receivers, and now he running out the house like a little bitch.
Mhm.
Stop hitting on me. And man, you don't get your big ass.
You better
But see
bob and
by that
weave.
by that time we was all grown. So it was like yeah, we was like 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
6. We wasn't going we really couldn't do nothing then. But we will slice and dice you up in here, dude. We
Yeah.
ain't going for none of that shit.
Well, Braylon knew after a while Malcolm wasn't having that. There had been a few times it was them fighting, and then Mac would come, and it was like, I don't even know. Are you trying to play this while we here, my guy? I don't
That's
even
how it was
understand.
with my mom's last dude. One thing I can say about him, even though that man and it's funny because he was just him, my mama, same size, same height,
Oh damn.
which was crazy to me. But one thing I can say about him, he didn't give a fuck, win, lose or draw. He was still gonna talk shit. Like nigga, did you shut the fuck up?
He can't. It's that pride.
It was something
That
else too.
pride.
He was playing his nose. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh well, that booger sugar
But
gonna help.
he used to. But I'm like, bro, like sit the fuck down. Like he just never stopped talking.
Me, go sit down.
Never
Babe,
stopped
this light
talking.
popped on.
Oh, Benji must be fucking with you today.
Yeah, actually. He wants something from me. I don't want him though.
Damn,
I already gave him pets
I wouldn't have gave him shit. No, you weren't fucking with me yesterday.
at all. At all. And then, hell, Anthony took the trash out right after he got off of work. Being stood at the door. I said, he coming back. Damn. What? Like, what are you doing? Sad for what? Mm-mm.
He
I
just a
got a
big
very,
ass baby.
yeah, I got a very emotional dog. Very, very emotional. His birthday in October. What would that make him? A Libra? October 8th. Is that a Libra?
Yeah, that's a Libra.
Man, he's a very emotional ass nigga. It feels so good outside. Oh my god. I've
Let
been
me
doing good
see.
this winter without opening up my window all night. I ain't got sick because of it. So throughout the day, I kind of crack it open a little bit just for like a breeze, but I stay under the cover and I ain't just freezing myself out. But I'm doing good. I'm doing real good.
I had to let my house air out. You know, it's good to let your house air out anyways. Open up a little
Mhm.
windows,
When we
let
was
the
cleaning the
stale
kitchen
air out.
earlier, I had the damn window open because all that damn
Them
chemical smell.
fumes be yeah.
That's what I be trying to tell your friend Bernard, but he be like, bleach ain't gonna hurt nobody. Motherfucker, if I'm in here passed out because of how much bleach you using, yeah, it will. Yeah, it
Oh
will.
well.
Him and his people got an obsession with using too much bleach. You only supposed to use a capful. It says it on the bottle.
I have a really bad habit of doing that. I don't be trying to, but shit,
You need a
whatever,
spray bottle.
whatever.
You need a spray bottle. I need to put a fucking bottle on my head. I'm not getting back up right now.
I made some oven baked salmon yesterday. That shit was so good. It was so delicious.
I got some Kinders. Remember, he wants these what is it called? These burritos. I'ma season the season them tomorrow and let them marinate for like, like a day and a half basically.
Yeah,
And if I like it, I got their taco seasoning. If I like it, I might start buying Kinders. They
I
have
bought
this.
the little small ones. They like $1 and some change at Walmart.
Mhm. Yep, that's what I did.
I got
So
Kinder's what?
this motherfucker said gutter.
Buttery garlic seasoning is what I was trying to say.
I want to try that. I want to try that. When we go grocery shopping at the end of this week,
Oh
I'm gonna get some of
shit.
that.
I have their buttery garlic seasoning because I know how to say it, motherfuckers.
Mhm.
I have their lemon butter and herb. I think is what it's called. Garlic.
Mhm.
They like garlic, and
They
I ain't mad
really
at it.
like garlic.
The blend seasoning. I have that in a big thing.
Mhm.
That was accidental, but I actually do use it. I have their all-purpose seasoning, their hickory barbecue, and their brown sugar. Uh, no, hickory barbecue and brown sugar, and then their wood fire garlic. Wood fire garlic is really good.
Mhm.
It gives
I
it
feel
like a
like that'd
little
be good
smoky
on like
taste.
some on some like baked chicken or some steak.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
All the
Give it.
above.
I
It's
wonder
so
if it's kind
good.
of like using. You ever use that smoke seasoning? It's like a. It's kind of like a
Like liquid
liquid.
smoke. I've
Yeah.
never used that.
That's good, especially like if you're doing ribs. If you do ribs in like a slow cooker or put it in the oven, it'll cook it nice and slow. That'll give you
Yeah.
that like vibe as if you did smoke it, but it's such a good flavor.
Yeah,
It's so
I haven't
good.
had ribs in so long. Them seasoned ribs that I had got with that chipotle sauce on them from Kroger,
Hmm.
those were actually really good.
Oh, I believe you. I
They were
believe
really
you.
good. I need to get some more of them actually. I don't actually eat a lot of pork though, but that's the one thing I will eat a rib.
I will. I like beef tips or get some lamb chops.
Now I don't know how
That
to make lamb.
it's the same way you do beef. Like or same way. Well, I would say beef because pork cooks. That cooks quick. But it's the same. It's the same. It's the same.
I ain't never had a lamb chop, and I also don't know how to. I've had well, no, I'm not gonna say I never had a lamb chop. I had lamb chops, I think once, and they were seasoned
Mhm.
really good, but I don't know how to make them, and I wouldn't buy them because I don't eat them like that.
Mhm. I don't eat anything chopped. So pork chop, lamb chop. I don't eat that personally. But I like lamb meat. I do like that. Like that beef and lamb mixture. I fucks with that. That's some good stuff.
Never had it in my life.
You really can't tell the difference. I just don't do the pork. Mm-mm. Me plus pork we don't pair at
I
all.
don't eat a lot of it, honestly. I try not to. Um, Closest thing to pork in my house is probably I have sausage and biscuits from Tennessee Pride. That's probably the closest to pork that I'm getting. I don't buy pork steaks, pork chops. Will I eat them? Yeah, if they're around, sure. I'll take a little chop. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not
Hmm.
just. That's not something I'm buying at the store. And we ate a
Anthony,
lot of that shit growing up too, so I'm kind of tired of it.
yeah,
Be for real.
Anthony pissed me off one time. This happened. No, this was like a year ago. Nevertheless, he hit me with. I told him, I said, "You pick a meal, whatever you pick, I'll cook that for you just for you." Okay. He said, "I want some pork chops. I want your pork chops, the ones that you do in a crock pot." I said, "Oh, okay," because I put it in gravy. Basically, cooks in its own gravy. Mushrooms, onions. It's so good. It's so delicious. Okay. So I said, "Okay, I can do that for you." makes it. He made his first plate. He ate his second plate. We was good. He had a couple of them left over because it was the small blood steak, the not steaks, small little
Pork
pork chops.
chops.
So I was like, it's just sitting in there. Then he got a fucking family pack because it was cheap. Got the family pack. The family pack sat in our goddamn freezer until we moved to Indianapolis. And I was like, bro, I'm tossing this shit in the trash because you're clearly not gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna no the fuck you're not. You don't eat pork, my boy. I don't know who he was
Not
playing with.
like that.
Mm-mm. I said he was better off honestly getting the pork chop pack that has like two in a pack.
And
But
eating them.
yeah, like that would have been cool right there for him. I used to make him some fried pork chops when we first got together, but the nigga don't even eat fried food like that. So mm, it's like, why would I waste our money?
I kind of want to
Why?
make some chicken and rice now that you say that. I need to look up a good little recipe.
Oh, I love
That
a good
kind of
chicken and
sounds
rice.
good.
I want to make um what was it? Curry pasta with the shrimp. It's like it's basically Alfredo with the curry in it, and it's like shrimp, chicken, and it just looks so fucking good. I think they use penne noodles, heavy whipping cream. I think some type of cheese is in there. It looks so good. It's definitely a cheap meal, but that shit looks fire. It does. It
I
definitely
have not
does.
tried to make like the salt, Alfredo from scratch where you do like obviously you buy the noodles and all the stuff you want in it, but then you have to make the sauce with the cream and the
That is the easiest part. I'm gonna be honest
whatever.
with you.
I ain't never tried to do that.
I think you could do it. Especially you wouldn't need a lot of the ingredients because it's just you. You'll probably be able to make at least a serving of four out of that portion.
Oh yeah,
Especially if you just
like
get
I'm
like a
two people.
32-ounce thing of half and half. But yeah, you just eat the cheese, the half and half, and butter. That's it. That is it. Then you season it however you gonna season it. And you just mix, 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 mix.
I bought some chicken bouillon powder, like the
Mm-hmm.
come in a big jar
Yeah.
yesterday, and I had made that. When I made my salmon, I was like, let me do a little rice with it. That shit was good. I can't even lie. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I didn't
Now I like
use
using
some
my
shit.
bouillon cubes. I have chicken bouillon cubes, and I put that in like if I'm making like a pasta or something or doing like a rice, I'll put one of them cubes in the water as it's boiling. And then it enhances your flavor, especially on some rice, like some plain white rice.
Oh yeah, that's what I used it on. I don't like the cubes because shit, I feel like they take too long to dissolve. So let me just get the little powder. Now the powder is
Mm-hmm.
more concentrated, obviously. So you got to be careful with the amount of with how
Mm-hmm.
much you put in there because it's already rich in sodium. But I my measuring spoons wasn't clean, so I kind of used the tip of like a small spoon
Mm-hmm.
and like eyeballed it, well, fingertipped it.
My goal for 2026 for my cabinets and for like my shelves in here is to get organized. Like I want to have there's some jars on Amazon that I had found. They're glass jars and they're glass jars and aesthetically it looks really really cute. I wouldn't mind that cuz I feel like I'll be less tempted to just buy. Like I would have to use one to completion in order to put something else in there. Um but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it would look cute, but I don't know
I
if I'm
wanted
that committed.
I wanted to try that one hack where that lady took a towel rack and put the like shelves, like little metal wired shelves on a
Mhm.
cabinet from Dollar Tree. I don't know. I don't like the way my seasonings are in my cabinet. I did try to organize them, but it's like my microwave hooks up in my the the cord to my microwave is in my cabinet because like that's where the outlet is, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. So they be taking up a lot of the room in there. So it's like, fuck, you really don't. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the amount of space that I have in here to put things in.
Mhm.
My sister has a full pantry. that she can use. So like, and she has more cabinet space in her house too, so she could easily store more food. I have to be
Yeah.
very picky about the shit I put in my cabinets, but we make it work, you know?
Yeah, like in our kitchen here, in our last place before this one, we had a lot of cabinet space, like a fuck ton of cabinet space. Then we moved here, and we don't have a lot of cabinet space in the kitchen, but we do have like these shelves in our hallway of our um of our apartment, and we use that for extra cleaning supplies, extra toothpaste, toiletry items, things like that. And then like there's a section where we kind of just designate like cabinet stuff that doesn't fit inside of our actual cabinets in the kitchen. So that's how we've been able to do that. And then I put like that, like I have a shelf situation that I put in the kitchen as well for extra storage for like our knife set. What else is over there? I think our rolling pin is over there. Sometimes Anthony puts the fucking crock pot over there. I told him to stop doing it because the bitch is heavy as fucking gonna break the thing. But you know, men, they don't listen. But yeah.
Yeah,
I got a couple rooms.
I have I kind of want to make Alfredo in a crock pot. Anyway, that's not what we're here talking about. What I was gonna say, I have a cabinet that I'm not using on the left hand, on the very far left side of my kitchen, like by my refrigerator. Not
Mm-hmm.
using it because there's nothing to put in there. These cabinets are kind of narrow too, so it's not like they're huge. But
Yeah. I was gonna
I
say
just,
put extra products in there. Like if you got extra like products like body wash, toiletry items, extra tissue, I would say put that in there.
yeah, I could put that in there. I used to have my cast iron skillets over there, but I'm like, I can easily make that fit into the cabinet, like
Mm-hmm.
sit them on the top shelf. And everything pretty much fits. All the pots I have fit in that cabinet
Mm-hmm.
just fine. But I want the pots that I have are fine. They're cool. But like if I wanted to make chili on the stove and I wanted to let it cook on low, I couldn't do it in the pots that I have. I'd have to put the rest of it in the crock pot and just kind of let it do its thing,
The crock pot chili is honestly fire.
which is not an issue at all. I need to make some chili. I've been saying that for the longest time.
Mm-hmm. My chili recipe is pretty simple. I use one onion, two bell peppers, a pound of meat, or a pound and a half, depending on how much meat I get. A pound of meat, two 15-ounce cans of diced tomatoes, one can of tomato paste, which is about 10 ounces. And then that pepper, it's like jalapenos, pepper, onion blend situation. It just gives more flavor. And then a chili seasoning pack. And then I add a little bit more seasonings to taste. And oh, my red beans. I do put red beans in mine.
I put
Kidney
beans in
beans.
mine too.
And
Cause
that
what's a
is,
chili without beans?
well, the motherfuckers in Indianapolis put noodles in there. So,
Yeah,
well,
you
in
bitches are
these,
weird.
they are weird. And they're basically eating chili spaghetti. That's basically what that is.
You bitches
I
are
broke
weird.
Yeah, I broke Anthony up out of that shit. I said, "Listen, that's not chili. Chili does not have fucking noodles in it." Mm-mm. And I
Or
don't like
people,
nobody's damn sweet. Oh my god,
I was just
a
gonna say, why
sweet
y'all putting
chili.
cinnamon sticks in there? Get the fuck out of here with that.
Well, not the cinnamon sticks. It's sugar. Oh my god, there's
Huh?
people that put a cup of sugar in their thing. They say if you're gonna add sugar to your red sauce, it's really like a pinch, right, to break that acidity.
Yeah.
But
Bitch, y'all done made a dessert.
yeah, there's people that literally make spaghetti. They'll make it sweet, and I don't
My mama
understand it.
did that one time, and we looked at her like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Mhm.
It pissed me off to
It's like that's supposed to, it's a savory
a certain
dish.
degree. Like, first of all, why are you putting that much sugar in there? It's
Mhm.
not supposed to. You're supposed to barely be able to taste it, if anything at
If
all.
not, not you just a pinch.
That's
Just a
it.
pinch. What's up,
If you didn't
baby?
have a measuring spoon, you take the tip of the smallest eating spoon you got, and that you eyeball that. Okay, that looked like about that much.
Mhm. I
That'll
can't
go in
stand that
there.
shit. My mom used to say, "Well, I'm making this sweet because I just want to make sure y'all eat it." Motherfucker, I'ma eat it
We're gonna eat it
regardless.
regardless. Just don't put all that goddamn. Okay, we're gonna make some barbecue sauce to go with it. Since you gonna make it that
Mhm.
fucking sweet. Like what the hell?
That
That
shit
shit is
used to
weird.
piss me off. They should tell people, "I can cook, I can cook." No, the fuck you can't. You make dessert. That's what you make for us every goddamn night. Some fucking
Now
dessert.
I ain't gonna do too much on my mama, but my mama for a while was not. She was not the cook in the family. Like when we were growing up, it was always her boyfriend at the
Mm-hmm.
time. He was now he can cook his ass off. I ain't gonna even lie to you. He can cook his ass off. I don't know what my mom be finding these men that be knowing how to cook. They just don't be about shit. But like
For
he can
real.
cook his ass off. So if we so when he made spaghetti, my sister did not like spaghetti, and I think it's because of how it tasted. Now I'm not gonna lie, I think I have an aversion and still kind of do have an aversion to
Mm-hmm.
crunchy foods.
Crunchy. Like
Like
a,
like when I'm eating vegetables particularly.
yeah.
Like I don't like crunchy broccoli. Shit, first of
Mm-hmm.
all, that shit is hard. Goddamn jaws hurt.
Broccoli is hard.
Onions, same thing. Don't like onions to be too crunchy. And then even on the taco, if the only reason why I eat onions on my tacos is because I have other things on there
That's
that
kind of
can,
mushing it down.
yeah, so it's not too bad. But like the bell peppers used to be kind of chunky. They were small, but they were like small chunk, like if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Onions kind of, it's like y'all don't take y'all time to dice shit down
Yeah.
for real. So it was kind of one of them things where it's like it's cool, but I don't like all that shit. Kids don't really like onions and bell peppers like that. Anyway, I didn't. I was not an onions person because I just felt like they was too strong. But I
Mm-hmm.
think it's people didn't know how to balance the flavor. You got to know onions is an aromatic anyway, so it's like it's
Mm-hmm.
going to
Just like
overpower a
garlic,
dish.
yeah.
Exactly, if you don't know how to use it. So she never liked spaghetti. Um, didn't really start eating spaghetti until she got older and learned how to make it on her own.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just like,
I make a mean ass motherfucker spaghetti.
no, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I make a
No, you
mean. I
don't.
make food that kids love. Like my nephew, Lamar, is quote unquote picky. Every time somebody told me that when he first started coming around us, I said, Lamar ain't picky. Y'all motherfuckers can't cook.
Can't cook. That's what that is.
Yes. Soon as the first time he had came over, he was 2. I asked him, what do you want? He said, spaghetti. I said, okay. My nephew said he wants spaghetti. I'm making this nigga some spaghetti. I'm gonna get him some goddamn garlic bread. The nigga go eat today. Lamar sat there, ate
Shit.
4 bowls of spaghetti. Every time he said, "Can I have some more?" I got you, nephew. I got you. He ate about 2 fucking things of Texas toast. I said, I called his mom. I said, I thought he don't eat spaghetti. I thought he don't eat. And she's like, Isha, what did you do? What did you? I said he
I
ate.
seasoned it.
For real. I said I didn't
Simple.
do nothing different. I wouldn't have done them. I think Anthony ended up making some fried fish too with it. So like we had the fried fish, we had the spaghetti. Lamar was full as fuck. That little boy went to sleep happy as hell. I said all you
The
gotta do is
happiest he's ever
learn.
been in his life. And
For
I
real.
think, but you know what? This supposed to be this turned into a different type of chat. Anyway, um, my sister, my third oldest sister, right? She has 2 kids. Almost had a third, but that's a whole different conversation.
Mm,
Um, she has 2 kids, right? Her first born used to eat everything under the sun until
mhm.
she started listening to what he say and only feeding him chicken. Now that you giving a kid too much choice because you gonna eat what
Yeah.
the fuck I put in front of you. Fuck. So all she know how to do is fry chicken. And barely that. And I'm not even trying to be funny. But like you cook everything on hell. You don't season the chicken in the way that it should be seasoned. And then when you do cook it, shit, you burning the seasoning off there because everything is on sky fucking high. Your oil need to be 350 degrees. I guarantee you her oil be about 500. And I'm not even fucking
Mhm.
playing. So I think my nephew doesn't eat a lot of stuff because number one, it doesn't look appealing.
Yeah.
But also, you don't know what the fuck you doing. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but you don't know what you're doing. She's getting better at it now. You know what I'm saying? But all that old
Mhm.
trying to cook shit fast and on high and not taking your time, it's like, come on now. Now I know my issue is when I'm seasoning meat. I think I'm gonna go back to using my measuring spoon, my tablespoon method, because at least I know it'll get in there, especially when it's a fine powder.
Yeah.
But like my thing is like trying to make sure that the meat actually has the flavor that I'm
Yeah.
looking for. But I'm like, unintentionally making bland food or intentionally
Yeah.
making bland food. But I'm also
My
not keeping my shit
method
on high.
is when you are making like meat, if it's not ground meat, obviously, let that thing marinate. Cause you can
Yeah.
smell, you can smell it. And then you
I've
can
done it
always
with
go
my
back in
chicken
and
before.
adjust. Yeah. And like
Yeah.
for ground meats, anything lean, you use a heavy hand with that bitch. Like anything lean, because it's not there's no like extra fat that's gonna be in there giving you flavor.
Yeah, so you gotta over season it.
Yeah. So like for my I make a lot of stuff with ground chicken. Ground chicken is really, really lean. It cooks quick. So like as soon as I put my meat in the pan, like I'm already seasoning my food. Now for me, I cannot have a lot of salt. So I don't put as much salt, but you still taste that flavor I'm adding to my food because I either put a little bit in my hand, especially like with salt-based season, put a little bit in my hand, and
Yeah.
then like garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, stuff like that. I'll just kind of like, dust it pretty good. I go through a lot of fucking seasons that's not salt based. Like anything that's not salt based, like I'm
I
over
go
seasoning a little
through
bit.
I go through a lot of onion and garlic powder because I like those seasonings in particular, and I think I just need to
Hmm.
get a big thing of
Yeah, that's what we be doing. Getting the
of
ones that's
onion
like
powder. What the
five.
fuck am I saying, bro? Ugh. I said onion powder first. I said guttery. Then
If you got something going on, you just say that, Leah.
I don't fucking
Where is
know.
my water?
But that's my whole thing. I think I just need to go one day and make a Sam's order and use somebody's Sam's card and just order big, like especially black pepper. Um, I do use that black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Italian. I love Italian seasoning and like that little earthy herbal vibe that it
You need to
brings to
get
the
you some
food.
oregano. Oregano's gonna hit. I promise you. You can use your Italian, but that oregano, mm, mm, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. And also green onions. Green onions is a really good aromatic. It's really, really good. Hmm.
I wish they put mixed. You know how you put different color bell peppers in the bag. Why y'all only put white onions or red onions or you know what I'm saying? It's never a mixed
Hmm.
bag. Why the fuck do y'all do that?
I love a good red onion. That's all I'll be buying recently. Well, the recipes that I'm using this week, I had to use white onion because that's what the recipe called for, and I'll be trying to follow directions. But I love a good red onion.
Yeah, I wouldn't know
Shit's
the difference
delicious.
between a white, red, green, orange.
Well, the
Yo,
green onion is the stem. That's like the stock. You would know the difference of a red and a green because they're two different shapes. One's a stick and one's a circle. But what I like about red onions, I don't really notice like a taste difference. I feel like the red onion, I don't really know how to explain this. I don't want to say they're more crunchy. I don't even know how to fucking explain it. I don't know. I just like it. It looks good. That's all I know. Did you know
nope.
that there are different colors of carrots? And it's because of the climate on what type of carrots that you get. So over in India, Sabrina was telling me about this, and then she showed me it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" There's purple carrots, there's black carrots, there's red carrots, there's white carrots, obviously the orange carrots. It all depends on the climate that you're in and what kind of carrot you're gonna get. If I saw a goddamn black carrot at the store, I would swear up and down they're feeding us rotten food. But no,
Seriously,
it's the climate. It is literally the climate.
I
She
have beef
said,
with carrots, so
why do you not like carrots?"
I'm
I
still blind around this hoe. So
Oh my god. Well, they also said that if you drink all your milk, you have big, big, strong bones. I don't think that was my fate at all. And I hate milk. I don't want to see nothing with
I
no
ain't never
goddamn
liked
milk.
milk, so I ain't believe that lie. But I
Mm-mm.
just knew Carrots was gonna be the miracle that cured me, and they lied.
I remember back in the early
I have beef
2000s,
with
they'd show all
carrots.
them damn athletes with the milk mustache. Then at school, they would have the milk poster, and they really wanted us to drink milk and really get our vitamin D on. And I was, well, is that vitamin D?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get, yeah, yeah, you get vitamin D out of that. And I would just be like,
Got strong bones and teeth. Drink
yeah,
all
and
your milk, man. You get the fuck out my face.
I'm
Give
like,
me
who the fuck
chocolate
is
milk.
drinking milk and putting it on they top lip like that? Like I didn't understand that.
I was drinking chocolate milk, and couldn't nobody pay me to drink. White milk tastes like
Discuss.
it, and then I can't even drink chocolate milk. I stopped drinking chocolate milk.
That shit is
Oh
too
my
thick.
god, I was
Mm-mm.
drinking chocolate milk, and I don't even know why. Not now, I don't know why, but like, it was weird because I could drink chocolate milk, but I couldn't eat chocolate ice cream or chocolate cake because it was too rich in flavor for
Mm-hmm.
me. But somewhere along the way, they started making chocolate milk a little bit too sweet and a little bit too thick, and I stopped drinking
Way
it.
too fucking thick.
And I was like, yeah, this is not my speed.
I
And I was
at
fucking up the milk.
school would drink the strawberry and the vanilla milk. I really fucked with that, and I liked the vanilla milk because somebody told me it was almond milk, and I believed them because it didn't say like it looked like the other milk that we had, but it I don't know, like it didn't taste like it. They just put a bunch of fucking vanilla extract in there. Like I
We
don't know.
only
I
had
liked
white
it.
chocolate and strawberry milk, and I ain't drink pink milk.
The pink milk was good. I preferred that though. I definitely preferred that.
I didn't drink pink milk.
I
I
used to
didn't
have
say
people
no milk
mad
could
at
be
me at
pink.
lunch because I would take my time to drink my little carton of milk because I'm like, if I'm only getting one, by the time I'm done with my meal, I'm gonna need something to wash it down with. So I open it up, as soon as I sit down, but I wouldn't sip on it, right? If we had like a little cookie or like something, like a little sweet to go with it, I'm gonna want that to have with my milk. So I
And
used to
when
have
it get to the
motherfuckers
end,
so
I'm turning my
mad.
cart into the corner so I can get every little drop.
Yeah, motherfuckers used to be so mad, man. You sitting there, you not gonna drink that. You're not gonna drink that. You might as well just let somebody else have it. I'm like, bro,
Get the
I
fuck
don't
out my
drink.
milk.
Right, like you're all in my plate, all in my fucking area. I remember one time I was at lunch and we was headed out to recess and I had got in trouble because the teacher asked me, was I finishing my milk? And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm literally fucking drinking it. You don't see the straw in my mouth. Like I'm literally drinking it." I rolled my eyes at this woman. I'm looking dead at this lady. I rolled my eyes at her. She said, "You're not going outside." I said, "Okay, all right." I sat there the whole time they was outside at recess. I was sipping on my goddamn milk, giving that bitch daggers. Cause bitch, I don't give a fuck. And it was like sprinkling outside. I didn't
When
care.
nobody try to go outside, no motherfucker. That was good at
Mm-mm.
letting you go outside in the rain.
Yeah. Just so they can get
Or
what?
they
30 minutes of nothing.
or they'll do some shit like short recess, bitch. If it was gonna be short, you should have put us back in the damn classroom. Fuck we
For
going
real.
outside
Take
for.
her to the gym, something.
Dumbass.
Something.
We're
I
having
used to
indoor
hate that
recess
shit.
today.
Now,
Went to
at our
sleep.
current school that I work at, we only got one gym in this building. And obviously, when the new school gets built, we'll have two gyms. But right now, we just got this one. And when the kids have to have indoor recess, right now it's cold outside, so they can't go outside in the courtyard. They're so fucking loud because it's right. They're in the ECC room. It's right by my classroom, and there's two doors that connect to that area. The motherfuckers be loud for like 45 minutes. So while I'm trying to like have my lunch, that's why I be leaving up out of there. Cause they're so loud. And I'm like, whatever they're playing, it can't be that fun. I promise you it
Shit.
cannot be that fun. Mm-mm.
Until you start playing it, you'll never know.
I would never know. I would never know. I used to love playing midnight tag when I went to the blind school, and we would do it in the wrestling room because obviously we got the mats. There's mats on the walls, there's mats on the floor. So like you can't run into nothing. And if you do run into something, it's probably, like the big things that they stack up on it's like little mounts. I don't know what you call them. We call them a tower, but it, it's foam. So if you hit it, you're not gonna really hurt yourself. So we used to play midnight tag. You cut off all the lights, everybody had the same amount of vision, and basically one person is it, and that person has to get everybody. And oh my god, I would play that game so good. I wouldn't be breathing for certain times, and it just was fun. Just was real fun. Now that's a game I feel like they should play. Ultimate motherfucking tag.
We
I'll
wouldn't do
play
no
that
shit
shit
like
now.
that. We wouldn't do that no shit like that at the blind school where I went to because the kids had no they had no act right and they would have fucked it up. They probably would have tried to beat the shit out of somebody. They probably would have
Mhm.
tried to they just used they would have did too much. They would have abused the privilege and then somebody would have told and then everybody would have it just would have been too much.
Because after a while, especially for the kids that we can see, um, after a while, your eyes kind of get adjusted to the darkness. So you got to turn the lights back on for a second, and the teachers, they can still see us like in the dark like that. But it was fun. Like what the kids that I work with right now, do I feel like they could play it? Probably. Probably. Now there's two kids we probably gotta watch because they are dating and they may try to duck off. But all the other kids
And
I'm
see, and that
thinking
be the
of.
thing too. Like it be some kids that's already trying to see what's to each other. So
Mm-hmm.
they would have been trying to playing a different type of tag.
For real. I remember my mom used to tell me, y'all ain't playing no goddamn tag with the neighborhood kids. Y'all trying to go play hide and go get it. Get what?
What are we
What are we
getting,
going getting?
girl?
I
What the
said we
fuck are
just
you
playing
talking about?
tag in the back. Y'all, you can see us, nigga. What?
Your mama was a different type of paranoid.
For real. Well, at that time frame, my cousin Alana has Orion, and we were like 13. So
But what the fuck
yeah.
that got to do with you?
Apparently, I was fucking and sucking too at 13, but I didn't know. I had no idea that that was happening. That was going on with me. I was not sure. My granddaddy, I remember when they found out Alana was pregnant. We go over to my granddaddy's house. That motherfucker looked dead at me. He said, Isha, you bet not get pregnant. But I swear to God, you bet not get pregnant. Nigga, I'm still playing with dolls. Do you see this backpack? It's filled with
My
dolls.
panties still got cartoon characters on them. What the
For
fuck I
real.
look like trying to get pregnant?
I had a High School Musical bedroom at the time, nigga. I ain't worried about
I
no
am
funky
still a
ass little
kid.
boy. For real. My mama was raising a child. I was a child, okay? Mm-mm. I said I ain't got nothing to do with what Alana got going on at
I never
all.
understood that because my mom did the same thing to my youngest sister. And it's like, why are you trying to make her out to be this thing that she's not? This
Mhm.
girl still asks for dolls for Christmas and
Right.
still but I think first of all, you raise us to be a child, to be children and stay in a child's place, but like the girls are subjected to more adult
Mhm.
like roles. So it's like, are you like, what are you trying to equate here? Like, what are
Right.
you doing? Which was so weird.
Very
Meanwhile, the
strange.
boys could have girlfriends and they could have the wild experiences
Girl, when I
and
was in the fifth
live. I'm just like,
grade,
what the
my
fuck?
mama literally allowed Malcolm's girlfriend at the time, Joy, to move in with us because she said she felt bad because of the girl's home life. Joy, I'm surprised Malcolm did not get pregnant. Well, not get pregnant, but get that girl pregnant because she was really trying, like real bad. But that just didn't work out for her. She did not have no child by Malcolm. Thank God. Okay. Joy was crazy as hell. But I'm like, I was in the fifth grade. So that means Malcolm was probably what, freshman? Like, why the fuck was this girl in our home like that? Not even a freshman.
I be feeling
Eighth
like
grade?
moms be trying to be they sons like best friends and they homegirls or some shit. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck that's about, but like with the daughters, it's always this militant type of time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why are you an asshole?
For real. I was just trying to be a damn kid. That's it.
God
I was
damn.
sorry.
I was trying to get a B on the
Mm-hmm.
goddamn test. I wasn't trying to now I ain't gonna lie, when I got to ninth grade and I had my biology final, I did fail it. And I was surprised that I even passed the damn class, that I even passed the goddamn class because I just knew that was gonna affect my entire grade. But no, no,
Mm-mm.
I did pretty good. And I outwardly said I didn't study. Not as hard as I should have.
Yeah.
So I failed it. And that's it wasn't fine. I ain't gonna say it was fine. But I mean, it is what it is. Fuck you want me to do. But
Yeah,
my mama used to just do shit like, why, like, I don't know, man. I don't know where your mind was.
for
I don't know
real.
where the fuck your mind was, but girl, why are you doing that?
And then I know like Biddy, I mean, she did have Chris at like 14, but I'm like, that was never gonna be my fate. Like I don't know why motherfuckers was so hard on that. That's what I was doing. I had an auntie lie and say that I was in a porno. And I was like 16. I'm like, bro, I'm losing my
What?
motherfucking sight. Why would I be on a porno on Pornhub as a minor?
I don't even know if I'm looking at the goddamn camera, to be
For
honest.
real. I don't know what's going on.
Be the
But
goddamn porno.
that was a whole thing. They tried to say Quentin was a drug dealer. I said Quentin barely knows how to talk to girls right now. You think he's selling weed?
Yeah, motherfuckers was really using their imagination for the
For
wrong shit.
real. I said not Nikki's kids. Not Nikki's. I promise you it ain't Nikki's kids.
They were really using their imaginations for all the wrong shit.
Hmm.
Clearly, because where the fuck did you even get that from?
For real. When it came back to me, I was like, really? Y'all think me? Aisha? Y'all
Porn star?
can't. Y'all got to be talking about somebody else. O'Shea maybe, but not Aisha. O'Shea got like what 5 kids now? I, I have zero. Like, crazy, crazy, crazy. What time is it?
Almost 7 o'clock for me.
7. Oh, it's almost 8.
Time has been rolling for no reason.
Ah. I don't gotta go to work tomorrow, no way. So it doesn't even matter. And Anthony, I think he's in the bathroom doing extracurriculars. So
Oh, before we leave, Nicki Minaj is weird.
weird as fuck.
That's
Very
all I'm gonna
strange.
say.
Very strange. Very strange lady. I don't know. One of her songs tried to come on today. I literally said, Onika, I can't. I'm sorry. I skipped it. I like soon as I
I
heard
be listening to
I
some of
said,
her
yeah.
music, and I'm just like, I cannot believe.
Mm-mm.
And I was a Nicki Minaj fan. I wouldn't call. I've never been a stan of an artist,
I definitely was a fan. I was a
but
fan.
I've been a fan. I've been a part of that. You know, I still had my sanity. When you a stan, you a little weird.
Yeah.
But I was like, ugh. And then a Drake song had came on. Nothing was the same. That was the album that I liked to hear. Is that actually sounded good?
Girl, Take
'Cause
Care will always be top for me. Oh, I love that goddamn album.
I don't know if
That's
I've listened to that whole album. I probably have, but I like
it's
Nothing Was
so
the
good.
Same.
Or is it Views? I think it's Views. I'm lying. It's Views. It's Views because that's the one that he was sitting on top of that building. People was like, "Was that Drake at the top of that building?" He's like, "Give it to me." But nevertheless, Nicki Minaj, man. You know what I think about it? Some of these artists, I don't think they give a fuck about their legacy. Like, we can say what we want about Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter. We can say quite a bit about her, right? But she be keeping shit quiet. And I can respect that, you know? Like, we can say what we want about Janet Jackson, but she be keeping her shit quiet. It's like if she do go through some shit, like if she was going through that divorce with that man that was trying to control her, trying to make her wear, well, basically tries to fully convert her, and it just did not work out in his favor because they ended up getting divorced. But it's like it was done in private. Then when she was caught with was it Common? No, it wasn't Common. What's that boy's name? LL Cool J? One of them
Who?
fine ass man with Janet Jackson recently. It's like if
Jermaine
something
Dupri.
is it Jermaine? It might be him. What a short bitch. It might be. Nevertheless.
I watched that goddamn documentary, and I said, "You cheated on who? Niggas is slow."
For real. I just saw this not saw. Well, I guess I did see it on Instagram, and this rapper from like back in the day, he was like, "You can't do nothing better than me. I bet you can't eat niggas ass like me." And the dude was
What?
like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Why would I want to do that? Why? Why would I want to eat a nigga ass?" He said, "Back in the day, y'all used to just say anything, huh?" And then I tried to put it in different context. I said, "Well, maybe he meant it like you beating a nigga ass. You know what I'm saying? Or like you
No,
can't.
he said what he said it the way he meant it. Stop trying to make shit.
I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, well,
That's your damn problem. Stop
maybe.
giving motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt. They said it how they said it.
He said, I bet you can't eat a nigga ass like me. And I listened back. I kept going back and I was like, that's not what he said. That's what he said.
Shit, that's
That's
exactly
what he
what the fuck he
said.
just said.
Instagram you.
That shit is fucking wild. Y'all is insane.
Eating ass is crazy. Eating ass is crazy.
Hello, wild at that. Very wild indeed.
Oh my god. But yeah, I feel like some of these artists just don't care about their legacy. Like even Lil Wayne, like I don't know what happened there. It's like all these people, they benefited when black people was in full support of what they had going on. You know, when people realized the creator was a little like off in the head, we kind of like people I heard somebody say something like Tyler the creator makes music that's for anybody anti-black, and that makes sense because when you go back and listen to his music, it definitely was like homophobic, anti-black, I hate niggas. Oh my god, I'm a nigga. Oh, I'm a black nigga. Like it definitely gave that. And with Lil Wayne, it gives like, yeah, I'm a legend. I barely can remember my lyrics. And like I'm anti-black. Like it gives all of that.
I don't listen to Tyler the Creator, so I wouldn't
Me
know
neither, not
anything
no
about
more.
his music. And I don't think that it has the same like themes now that
Nah,
it
he's
did
still crazy.
back then. As far as like being anti-black or whatever, but I've never listened to his music. Now Lil Wayne was a different story. I didn't just go and play Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne was everybody played Lil Wayne, so shit.
Yeah.
He was a big part of the soundtrack of, you know,
Our childhood.
childhood. So like duh.
He was up there and what would walk it out. Who did the walk it out?
DJ Unk did the Walk It Out. I think he did he die? I think he
I
died
think he died.
recently. But yeah, like T-Pain was up there too. But like a lot of these, I don't know, because
I love me some T-Pain.
a lot of these artists, yeah, he's pretty good. He streams now. A lot of these artists, um, Nicki Minaj especially, it like she'll always have her place in female rap. Like that's something that
We
nobody
can't take
can
it from
really
her.
take that from her, you know? But I think that she just stopped giving a fuck after a while. She stopped being hungry. And I think when she got the money, she was really able to let who she really was show for real.
Hmm.
And I think she kind of reached a certain level of delusion of like, you know what I'm saying? Really let that I'm the queen shit get to her head. So now she feel like everybody's supposed to honor her and do all this. I'm just like,
12 p.m. One notification outlook. Now, success factors. Goal notification notice. Please be advised that in the period since 12/21, 90% charged.
I've already did that shit. Leave me alone.
see, that's why I don't that's see. My mail app don't give me notifications about shit. I have to go in there and manually check it. Don't worry about
Working for the state, we have to do these self
it.
evaluations. It's no longer on paper. Oh my god. All last week I was so stressed out. And then once I figured out how to do it, I was like, oh, this is easy. But like, why couldn't y'all tell us this back in January so we can start this shit? I was so mad. I was so fucking mad. Just thinking about it. All I know is when we have our first professional development coming back, I'm gonna start putting that shit in the goddamn system day fucking one. I'm not, bro. Every time we have a goddamn meeting, I'm putting in six and two success factors. I'm not playing them games with the people. They kiss my black ass for real,
They gonna kiss your ass.
for real. But yeah, I don't know these artists. These artists are something else. Also, 2026, I'm finding me some hobbies. I think I'm gonna take crocheting a little bit more seriously. I think I'm gonna find a crochet class and put myself in it. I want to do hobbies. I want to do de-stressing things, things that's gonna get me off the phone, off the iPad, off a fucking screen.
Mhm.
That's my plan.
I don't mind reading a good book, but the thing with reading a book for me, I hear people talk all the time.
Hmm.
So audiobooks are cool, but I don't be want to hear nobody talk. I barely be want to watch TV throughout the week.
Listen, I am proud of myself. Yesterday, before I went to bed, I said, I'm gonna watch a movie. Now, me and Anthony had did a Christmas trivia the other day, and they had kept mentioning Almost Christmas, and I was like, I don't think I ever watched this movie in its totality. Girl, I watched it, and I'm almost done with it. Actually, I was laying there for probably a good hour ish of the movie, so I got a little bit left on it. But I literally was like, that was the first time in a while where I just like got off my devices. It felt good to do. It really
I need
did.
to get some damn batteries for my remote for my TV. That way I can start watching TV actually and not watch my iPad.
Yeah, we gotta buy another TV. I told Anthony, I said I ain't worried about it. Now I get one during text time. Shoot, I'm not fucking around. Not at all. What time you going to bed? Shouldn't you be getting ready to wind down your night?
No,
What time is it, Shalia?
it is 7 o'clock where I am.
Nigga, that is wind down time.
For you, maybe not for me.
I'll be going to bed. I'll be going to sleep. I'm currently crocheting as we speak.
I
Mm.
really don't like the fact that I get off work at 3:30, whatever, in the afternoon, and I probably only have from like 3:30 to probably about 9 or 10 o'clock to myself. That's robbery.
That's a daunting.
Kiss my
Okay,
ass.
Indianapolis, damn. They was serious, huh? I hate that I live on a busy street because at night when the sirens be going off and stuff, I wake up and I'm like, oh my motherfucking god, please, and they can't even hear me. Or people be outside arguing and shit because they be drunk. That pisses me off as well. But I don't be wanting to argue with nobody from up here because they could shoot me. It's a whole thing. We've had a lot of those problems around here. But hello,
What happened?
you just got quiet.
I was
But
I
yeah,
was talking, but I guess when I go out the app, I don't nobody hear me.
yeah, that's how it works. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to end this here. It's 8 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock. I'm about to watch some Vlogmas. The girls they've been doing all right. I ain't been minding the weekly vlog for Vlogmas. I ain't been minding that actually. I think I prefer it because I don't have to be in your business every day. I've been really enjoying that. So,
I I,
but
I did good with Vlogmas a little bit.
I did too. Then I gave the fuck up. I said, you know what? Actually, I don't want to do this.
No, seriously.
I was like, I think this is too much. But in the new year, I do want to film vlogs each week, like do weekly vlogs and then do Sunday uploads for said vlogs. It kind of just keeps me consistently filming. So actually, I'm going to start that this weekend actually. Well, this week I'm going to start filming for that first week's vlog of the new year. So yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get a vlog filmed for the for the year, or at least start one. Then I want to try to make it to where I go somewhere at least twice a month.
Mhm.
What it's called? Yeah.
Sounds good to
See
me.
what we can do. I need to write out goals and stuff that I have for the year on my slate and stylus. That's about as close as I'm gonna get to handwriting. Anyway,
That is a good idea. I've been utilizing my laptop as my journal. I got a Word document where I've just been journaling inside of it. And I know on my computer I could probably download like a journaling app or something from the app store, but
I
I
used to
just
use
haven't
Day
did that.
One.
Me too.
I
Ah!
like their journaling prompts that they used to have. Although some of them used to repeat.
Yeah, for real. For real. For real. Ugh. Okay. But we'll chit chat with y'all again. I guess in a day or two. I don't know. I'm lying. I don't know when the fuck we coming on here again, but bye.
Bye, people.
But no.